Hello and welcome back to Billy Ho's Sports. It's Derby week. The town's abuzzed, and I'm just overwhelmed with all the amazing support from everybody out there. Thank you so much. Overnight, we hit the 3,000 subscriber mark, which is just incredible. Well before Derby, so we met our goal. Let's keep it going. Keep the comments, stay engaged. We got lots to cover this week, that's for sure. So anyway, the Kentucky Derby tip sheet. I got a couple emails about that already. It's under construction. I'm currently organizing a folder in my email to keep all the requests. So just email me BILLYAH35 at yahoo.com. That's the same email I've been giving out for the Derby Glass prizes and whatnot. So check the description for the Cash Apps for your $5 donations. I know I had a question about how to pay. I hadn't really gotten that far yet, so I went ahead and put my Venmo and my PayPal. My PayPal is real easy. That's the same as my email address. My Venmo is a little bit different. There's a security code. There's a security code that they may ask for. I don't know. Some people have told me before in the past that they asked for a security code, and I had to give it to them. So I have that. Watch the news feed underneath for all that information. This is going to be like the official Kentucky Oaks preview video, but we're also doing a very special Oaks Derby double. So I'm going to combine the two, and I thought, what a great way for a prize for the 1998 Gold Pin Instant Winner Derby Festival that I advertised once we hit 3K to give away. This is how to enter it. First, obviously, subscribe to the channel. If you haven't done that yet, just click that subscribe button down there right away and hit that like while you're at it. It's free. It's easy. Next, what we're going to do is you're going to leave a comment with your Kentucky Oaks Derby double. So pick the winner of the Oaks, winner of the Kentucky Derby, daily double ticket. That's what they offer. A lot of people like that. It's a very popular bet. Use the hashtag BHS in the post. First post to correctly nail it wins. So get those picks in early. Like and share the video. Lastly, like I said, check the news feed for all the updates on tip sheets and giveaways and all that kind of good stuff. And let's get this thing started. So just for fun, we're going to spin the wheel 2 times today, in a little bit. So stick around. We're going to give away the RC bottle first, and then we're going to do a Derby glass for fun. So thanks a lot for joining me. Let's get into it. I've been to both Oaks and Derby many times. That Friday before Derby, Oaks Day, truly a special occasion. I love it. So here we go. Full Oaks preview. Number one is early on. That's going to be morning line 31, Safi Joseph Jr. Ed Zahas. Easy Ed showing up at Churchill. That's awesome. I think he'll ride Neo Equos if Baeza draws in because Pratt will jump over. So he rode Neo and in Florida, and he's a great rider at I love him at Easy Eddie. So anyway, just missed early on, did in the Gazelle by a nose to Ballerina d'Oro, who's a Chad Brown's horse in this race. And a bridesmaid once again to Fondley in the Virginia Oaks after breaking her maiden. She gets her seventh different jockey in 7 starts. So that's kind of tough. But she's one to watch. I don't think she's going to be a real threat in this one, but an interesting horse down the road, maybe. Number 2, Simply Joking, probably is a threat. Whit Beckman, trainer, Florent Duro will get the mount. Runner up to Quiet Side in the fantasy out at Oaklawn Park in just her 3rd start of her career. She's a fiery filly by a Practical Joke. Front runner who gets out, debuted and just went right into Stakes Company, won that one, then followed it up by winning the Silver Bullet Day before tracking Quiet Side in the fantasy. So Simply Joking is going to be a lot of radars. And number 3, Fondly, big time. Graham Motion is the trainer. Irad Ortiz up. She's making just her 3rd ever start in the Oaks. A lot of lightly raced fillies this year. Easy win in her debut, then stepped right into the Virginia Oaks for the win and she looked beat halfway down the stretch, but then just dug in and was just came home strong. Pretty gutsy performance by Fondley in that one. So be on the lookout. Number four, not a lot of time on Drexel Hill. I've seen her run around the track a little bit with training partners. Whit Beckman's other horse, was it Flying Mohawk or something? Anyway, Ben Curtis is up. Pretty good stakes horse, but no greatest stakes experience. Pass. Number five, Quick Kick is Tom Amos, and that's going to be Umberto Rispoli is going to be on that horse. Closer, grinder, not real fast, but very consistent. Kind of the Tiz-tastic of the fillies, sort of just grinding it down the stretch across the board. And third in the juvenile fillies last year, and fifth in the Honeybee, and then fourth in the Fairgrounds Oaks. So probably not going to be in anywhere near any tickets of mine. So number six, Ballerina d'Oro, that is Chad Brown and Flavian Pratt hookup. Brown has been kind of quiet this year. No Derby hopefuls, but this filly is a sneaky good play. I was on her in the Gazelle. She battled out early on down the stretch and got the win. She missed some valuable training time. She spiked a fever. I think she scratched out of like the Rachel at Fairgrounds, I want to say. She's still close. She came back in the Devondale and at Gulfstream and still close for third, even though I don't think she was at her best. She didn't really hit her stride till late, and then she closed like a banshee. So early on, fought her hard in the next race, the Gazelle. But I think she's going to move forward again. I think she's still running into shape. So I like her as kind of a sleeper in this race. Number seven, Lacara is not going to be a sleeping on anybody. She's going right out to the lead. Mark Cassidy, Dylan Davis are the combo there. One of the bigger threats to good cheer, I'd say. If she gets out, she's kind of like the Rodriguez of the Phillies. She'll break out, and she did kind of like that in the. She won the Grade Three Pocahontas, which is last year at Churchill Downs, which was a really good win. She impressed there, but she wasn't up to the task in the juvie. Most recently, she rolled in the Grade One Ashland, just went out front and just never looked back. So very impressive. Kind of like East Avenue did, even though she didn't lose. She went right to the lead like that. So maybe she's the East Avenue of the Phillies. I don't know. But anyway, number eight is 5G. That's George Weaver, trainer. Manny Franco is the jock. Uh, had success on turf and dirt by Vacoma. The filly does want the lead too. Her problem is so do three other horses that we've already talked about. So I'm probably going to toss her. And we're going to break right here and do giveaway time. Spin the wheel. Okay, congratulations to at Bad Beat Billy, 89.97. Didn't get the bad beat today, Billy. You win the RC Cola glass for the 100th anniversary 1974 Kentucky Derby. So just email me at BILLYAH 35 at yahoo.com with your shipping address, and I'll send you your prize. Congratulations also to, I was hoping it was Paula, but it's really hard. It's like Lassenhofer. It could be Powell Lassenhofer. Very hard to pronounce when it's all run together like that. But 26-25. This commenter I teased a little bit because they posted their winner of the Kentucky Derby as what was it, Flying Gambit? So she combined, or he or she, I'm not really can't say for sure, but combined Final Gambit and Flying Mohawk together. So I just had to tease a little bit on that one. But anyway, same thing for you. I'll send you a Derby glass. So let's get back to it. Number nine, Tenma is Bob Baffert's horse. Juan Hernandez flies in to ride. That's Bob Baffert's number one Cali jock. Bob's no stranger to winning the Oaks. If you didn't know, He's believe won it 3 times, but the last time was 2017 with Abel Tasman. So Tenma actually listed at number one in prime power in the PPs over Good Cheer, which is not right. She dominated California. She is 5 out of 6, so she did lose one race. So I guess they're similar records, but obviously I thought I couldn't tell. It was a very, very fast pace in the Santa Anita Oaks. When I first watched the stretch drive, I thought she just looked lazy, where she was just doing just enough to win. And I thought, well, maybe she's not fully cranked. But then I looked again and I saw how fast the pace was. I thought maybe she was just a bit gassed down the stretch and she pulled away from Silent Laws. She did end up winning by 2, but I'm sure Bob will have the screws tightened on her coming in. So Tenma definitely a threat. Now we have number 10, Take Charge, Milady. I believe that's daughter of Take Charge Lady. Can't don't quote me on that, but they're related in some form or fashion. But that was a great Oaks winning horse. Kenny McPeak is the trainer. Brian Hernandez is up, so they do have a puncher's chance to repeat, even though they won't be able to hook up for the Kentucky Derby. They do have a mount here. She's looked good on the grounds. The people are buzzing about her training and how good she looks. And after that disaster of a honeybee race where she just never fired, got shuffled back, got squeezed in tight at the beginning, but that shouldn't have been that big of an excuse. But she did get shuffled back last, and it's just like she never ran. But the Ashland, she was closing hard for the second. But I will caveat that because the favorite Muhima bled in that race. So she was not at her best. She ran third, and the rest really weren't all that great. I didn't think, in my opinion, but she's one that people will probably have some interest in, I'm sure. So number 11 is Good Cheer. Brad Cox, Louis Saez, the one to beat with a bullet. And Louis is not in the Kentucky Derby, unfortunately. He lost his mount to Pan Street with the injury, but he is locked and loaded here, let me tell you. She hasn't blinked in all 6 of her starts and just dominates like very few fillies entering the Kentucky Oaks. I mean, is she a Rachel Alexandria? Is she a rags to riches? I don't know, but she's just looks so good defeating, and her level of competition was a little light in the Fairgrounds Oaks, but maybe that's because nobody wants to run against her, so they just went to other races. You never know. So she's definitely the top choice. So number 12, Anna's Promise, is named after my grandmother. I really had good hopes for her. She ran second to 5G in the Gulfstream Oaks. I had her at 8-1. So I had win place money. So she came through for me. Carlos David and Junior Alvarado hook up. It would be a massive upset to see this filly get it done here, but I would like to see it. Maybe I'll use her underneath or something. I haven't decided how I'm going to play the Oaks yet. But number 13 is Bless the Broken. That's William Walden, and John Velasquez will ride. Uh, Maybe a shot to clean up the mess late in the race as a closer and maybe hit the board. Johnny V is going to give her the best chance to do that. I do like the angle that Williams taking with the all weather up at Turfway to the dirt move, and he's 22% when it comes to that angle. So Bless the Broken, I'm going to have on my radar for some underneath plays. Should be huge odds. And now we're going to finish things off with Quiet Side. That's John Ortiz's horse, and Jose Ortiz will ride. And boy, John Ortiz really having a tough go of it this year. But this seems like the only horse that he has that's had any success so far. But back-to-back stakes wins, epic head-to-head battle with Simply Joking in the fantasy. Those two went at it like just battling. Anyway, breaking from the 14 post and looking to the front, that's going to cost some energy. So I don't really know if I can use on top. I don't think I can get there. But that is your field for the 151st running of the Kentucky Oaks. So coming down to selections, I think I don't see a wire to wire winner. Lacara does have the best chance to do that. She really looked good in the Ashland, but a lot of times I've seen these horses look really, really good at Keeneland, and then they come over and then they just don't pop. It doesn't seem like to me, but the what it really seems like is the setup for Good Cheer to mow them down. pressing the pace looks all day. And Tenma is a threat as well. I think I do have Ballerina Doro as a sleeper, but I think Good Cheer is going to be the just it's Good Cheer number one, then a gap. Then you have like Ballerina and Tenma and horses look like Lacara after that. But to parlay this into the Kentucky Derby, which just check out the video I laid out yesterday with the post position draw analysis and everything like that. And that'll get you all set for your Derby picks coming up. And I'll have a lot more, I promise. But I don't want to cover too long. So I'm going to just kind of sum it up by this. If I bet the Oaks Derby double, which I think I will, I'm singling Good Cheer the 11. And then I'm going to put that with the Kentucky Derby horses of 3 Final Gambit, 5 American Promise, 8 Journalism, 9 Burnham Square, and 18 Sovereignty. So I'm going to have 11 with 5 underneath for the Derby. I like that. I like that I have Final Gambit, who's a long shot, and obviously that gives me a piece of Dwayne Lucas's American Promise, which a lot of you all have been on board, and I was waffling and wasn't and didn't include in the video, but after that video, when I was watching the interview with Dwayne, and he talked about raving about American Promise, him as far as working on the Churchill track looked better than any horse he's ever brought. I thought that's bold, considering the guy's won a few. So anyway, those are going to be at big prices. Then you have the chalk, because it could be time for the favorite to win, and Journalism out of the 8 hole just looks too good to leave out. Burnham Square, I think, is going to be solid value. Looks like 10, 12 to 15 to 1. And then maybe the second, third choice Sovereignty in there, I think will be nice value too. So anyway, that gives you the option to do double up instead of just a $2 double. You can make a $4 double and get twice as much, and then that'll cost $20 when you single on top. So live long shots with some chalk, nothing wrong with that. That's all I have for today. Remember to get those Oaks Derby double picks in the comments for the giveaway. And till the next time, we'll see ya.
Has moved up on the outside. Ways and means has started to get way. Regulatory risk has run a big one. That is down the center of the track. Torpedo Anna still going strong at the 16th pole. Oh, she's got plenty left. And Brian Hernandez and Torpedo Anna dominate the 150th Kentucky Oaks.